Lewis Hamilton's former babysitter says the future Formula One star was always happy and smiling while growing up in the Hertfordshire town he branded a slum. Bruce Harris recalls many happy afternoons spent with Lewis as a toddler in the garden when he was in the care of his wife Janet, a registered childminder. Mr. Harris, a retired postman, described the future Formula One world champion as a chubby little boy who would dance to the neighbor's theme tune. Hamilton sparked fury in his hometown at Sports Personality of the Year when he said that racing had freed him from the slum of Stevenage. Share this article. Share the Mercedes driver said it was a dream for his family to get out of the slums, before backtracking to say, well, not the slums, but to get out of somewhere and do something. Speaking to Mail Line, Mr. Harris, 71, who refused to be drawn into the row, said, "I remember when I first saw him, he was such a chubby boy with this really frizzy afro hair. Whenever we went out with him, people always used to comment on it. He used to absolutely love to the neighbor's theme tune. Wherever he was in the house, he would just run to the TV and start dancing in front of it. He just loved it. He was good as gold to look after, and I can never remember him crying. He wasn't a fussy boy either, and he'd eat anything you put in front of him, and always seemed happy. At the time we had a whippet cross called Ben, and they were always playing together in the garden. It was a lovely time we spent with him, and I'm glad at the way he's turned out, and we both wish him all the best for the future." Mr. Harris and his wife Janet looked after the young Lewis for 2 years in 1985, when his mother Brenda and father Anthony were at work. He released never-before-seen photos that show a happy boy playing in the garden, raiding the dressing-up box and enjoying a picnic lunch, appearing happy and well cared for. The youngster enjoyed dressing up, playing with the pet dog Ben, and being outside in the garden. Other pictures show him enjoying a sandwich, sitting in a deck chair and smiling sweetly into the camera. Mr. Harris added, "My wife Janet was a registered childminder at the time, and his mother came around and said would we look after her son. We said it, of course, and she used to drop him round every morning before work, and his dad would pick him up in the evening." Hamilton's comments were met with fury on social media, as well as support from fans, and shocked the family now living in his childhood home. The leader of Stevenage Borough Council said it was disappointing, and people felt very offended. One Twitter user wrote, "Lewis Hamilton said Stevenage is a slum, unbelievable, but then I suppose it is compared to Monaco," in reference to the driver's current home. Another said, "Lewis Hamilton describing Stevenage as a slum, laughing emoji. What an absolute toolbag." Company boss Trevor Lugmayer, who lives in Hamilton's former childhood home, told Mail Line, "Stevenage is a lovely place, it's charming and it's full of lovely people. There is no way you could describe Stevenage as a slum. I can't believe he would say that. Stevenage has got all the amenities you could possibly want. It's safe and peaceful." The 73-year-old and his wife Valerie Lugmayer, 76, were speaking on the drive of their sprawling 6-bedroom house, where the Hamilton lived as a teenager. A blue plaque honoring the young racing driver used to hang on a wall, before the couple added an extension. The plaque read, "Lewis Hamilton racing driver lived here 1997-2001. I don't know how he could describe this house as a slum," Mr. Lugmayer added. When Hamilton lived here there were 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. He lived here when he got his first contract with Mercedes. His dad Anthony built a garage to keep the car in. And when he made it, he bought his dad the house next door. Valeria added, "We love living here. Our daughter and our 5 grandchildren live next door. It's quiet, peaceful, it's everything we want." Lewis Hamilton might have moved on, but we are still getting posts sent to him here. "We got this magazine from Mercedes just the other day. I sent him a message to say that we had some post for him, but he didn't reply." Hamilton moved into the mansion in quiet, leafy Woodfield Road when he was 12 years old. He had previously lived in a 3-bedroom council house in Pear Tree Way, on the other side of Stevenage.